It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tennessee Titans. And it comes your way next.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Tennessee Titans. Brandon Gaudin joined by Tennessee Sports Hall of Famer Charles Davis. And CD, these Titans stumbled a bit last year. They were coming off 6 straight winning seasons, a #1 seed in 2021, but they fell to 7-10 a year ago.
A major surprise because it certainly looked like they had the division locked up around midseason. The big key for them, more consistency at the quarterback position, keeping their guy healthy and being able to run the football as impressively as they've done in the past.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bengals, it's a team that's been to the Super Bowl 3 times in their history, has never won it, but there's just a sense that this could be the year, and you don't disagree.
I certainly do not, because go back 2 seasons ago, many thought it was a fluke that they got to the Super Bowl. Well, they came back the next year, and they got to the AFC Championship game, and were extremely disappointed they didn't get back to the Super Bowl. The pieces are in place, the confidence is high.
The NFL's second leading rusher in 2022, here's Derrick Henry. And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Gosh, he winds up getting 8 there. Now a 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Tannehill on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Now 2nd and 3. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And shutting him off down open field. That good for 19 on a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. This is caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 32 yards. And the Titans are on the board first here this afternoon.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his 4th season now out of LSU.
Burrow may be young in his career, but he's helming the Bengals to one of the best stretches they've ever seen. 12 wins last year with matching team record, and they made the conference championship game in back-to-back seasons for the first time ever. At the center of it all is the man they call Joey B. 35 touchdown passes last year and almost 4,500 yards.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
11. Gun.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He completes it to Burrow. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now Burrow to throw on second down. Open man is Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Burrow throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Burrow looking to pass. Out to the ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9.
To throw is Tannehill. This one downfield to Burks. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
2nd and 9.
Tannehill. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. Back deep for Cincinnati, the rookie Charlie Jones.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field.
And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go. Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
On the move past the 40, but he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this second quarter. They're moving it pretty good. And that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another first down.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. And now they're in the hurry-up. On second down, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Or maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
And just shutting him off there. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to a fine first half from the veteran Ryan Tannehill. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half, and for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, in Brandon God.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this one too low.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Burrow's throw into the hands of Boyd. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Again, it's Burrow. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals! Mitchell Wilcox from 10 yards out, and the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball, but oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Going deep for Hopkins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
11.
Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Back now in Nashville. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Now a 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy 1st.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Chase, the motion man right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Now Burrow. Short throw to Smith. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up. There he goes, left side.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, the fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th. Henry up the middle. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down, they go again with Henry. How did he stay on his feet? And the Titans are going to have it first and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. Now first and goal. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
You get down in this area of the field, you know you're going to get a heavy dose of number 22. They stopped him for a short gain there, but can they do it a couple more times?
Henry. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Ball at the 6, third and goal. Here's Henry. Well, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Folks' kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
So Burrow and the Bengals down 13-10, 1:13 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Here we go.
Throwing, Burrow. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Now Burrow. Connecting with Mixon. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop.
Well, it's out. Smith lost it. And that is ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. He's got a first and maybe more. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
McPherson on for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Julius Chestnut now on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now the focus is all on the Titans offense. Trailing by 4, 37 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They'll fire deep, looking for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you were at the point where you had to take the shot no matter the down. Now it's fourth down coming up, but that may turn out to be irrelevant with how little time is remaining.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
On one, ready?
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the